Got a little bit scary, right? With Ondo, we have these areas of support through here. We marked these out a while ago, just in case it did start dropping. You can see down here, it did grab this area. It was getting a little scary here, right? You have a trend line down through here. This trend line, if we bring it up, okay, bring it down here at the bottom. You can see it was breaking through right here. All right, so it was definitely getting a little scary. All right, but it did grab this area. If you come in here a little bit closer, let's go in on a weekly. You can see here the weekly candle. Nice weekly candle, big, huge push on this thing up this bottom. I believe that's definitely a bottom here. For Ondo, I think everything is bottomed. Bitcoin looks beautiful. Looks like it did a double bottom. Let me show you it real quick. If you would hit that like and subscribe, guys, I appreciate that. Lets me know you want me to do more of these Ondo videos. I don't do a whole lot. I don't get a lot of views on them. I don't get a ton of views on any of my videos, really. My Caspa videos I do really well. But I'm a pretty small YouTuber, so every bit helps. I'd appreciate it very, very much. I do want to show you this double bottom, though. Just got done doing an XRP video. It's looking pretty good itself. Bitcoin dominance is about ready to roll over on the weekly and the monthly. It is just getting, it's about ready to go, right? Look at this double bottom. Absolutely gorgeous. Boom, boom. There it goes. I was in a short when this news came out today about the tariffs right over here. Check this out. Unbelievable, man. Trump announced it, and I mean, within 1 minute, my trade went from 80% in profit to I took a loss on it. So that kind of sucked, but that's the way it goes, right? Look at this. Just announced the U.S. stock market added $4.8 trillion after Trump raised China's tariff to 125% effective immediately with Trump's 90-day pause and lowered the 10% reciprocal tariff for other countries. So that $4.8 trillion after he announced that. And I mean, Bitcoin, it went straight up. Look at these. Look at Microsoft, Google, Apple, NVIDIA, Amazon, JP Morgan, MasterCard, Meta. These all just absolutely are up big time. All of these, look at all these stocks. All green. You got all green in here, which is unreal. All right, these are the tinier ones down through here. You can just see green the whole way down through here and the whole way down through these things. So looking very, very good. And in tech, electronic tech, retail, finance, health, consumer, commercial, energy, minerals, all of this stuff went up. It was awesome. Transportation, utilities, everything took off today. The crypto bubbles absolutely look fantastic. They look great. If you're looking for a really good place to leverage trade, guys, if you leverage trade, there's a link for Weeks in the description of the video. Please go check them out. I use them every single day. And there's also a link for a level 3 membership if you'd like to come trade with us. It's only $15. You get 10 hours of videos to teach how to start charting and trading and all that. 10 hours, over 20 videos, and a link to the Discord for $15. All right, it's cheap. One trade, you'll make, nothing's guaranteed, not financial advice. But I'm 100% trade last night on Bitcoin on a small Bitcoin short, so you can make your money back pretty fast. All right, we have losers. Everybody does, but we also have a lot of winners. Look at these numbers out here. Nice, 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 right? I just put a great turbo trade out for the members, a video. So it's time sensitive. If you're a member, please go watch that. That's a big one. It's a huge one. Look at Farcoin, 35%. Some of these are just unbelievable. Last hour, still looking good. It's still not getting. Flare is up like 38%. So you're going to expect pullbacks. You're going to have wave 4 pullbacks here, and a lot of these are still pushing. unreal, right? Let's see where Ondo is at. Ondo number 33. 389 million in 24-hour volume. That's great. It's up 22.3% for the day, 0.3 for the last hour. Ranked number 33, $2.76 billion market cap. Unbelievable. Looks fantastic. Looking very, very good. Let's take a look at that chart. That break was definitely a little nerve-wracking there. We have a lot of people in Discord that trade Ondo. That's the main reason I do it. This is for the members. It's not a, like I said, it's not a huge viewer video, so I do it for the members. I got some really great people over there, and I want to keep them happy. That's my number one thing. If I can help them out or do something, a video, then I'll do it. All right, look at this. Look at this 4 hour. This looks absolutely great. You can see the movement in here, the wave count. It's pretty obvious, really. Right here you got 1, 2, wave 3. Wow, this wave 3 went way up here. Looks like a wave 4 pullback probably, then a 5th wave up. On the hourly, you can probably see the pullback a little bit better. Yeah, there you go. What this end up being, probably 50% pullback, looks like. Just about right between the 382 and 50%. All right, looks like it's probably gonna bounce from this area. That's a very good area that's normal, 382, 50%. Deeper ones come to a 618, but these are normal for wave 4. Then you should have a 5 up to what, $1.04. Yeah, right around $1.04. You'd be looking at this one here up to there, up to, and then the bigger move here looks possibly. All right, if you come out here on that 4, looks like you could have maybe. It's kind of a heavy pullback for a 2, but it could be. If this is the bigger move, then this gonna more than likely head up a lot higher. Once it breaks through here and grabs this as support, that'll be a great look. Out on the daily, all right, you can see right out here. All right, we had this wedge forming. You can see. Let's get this off here first. This overhead resistance. Let's see where it comes down to here. Yeah, it just broke it. Look at that. That's a breakout. Yeah, for sure. You got a breakout. You can see touch, right down through here. Came down through, broke, another touch, 3 touches, 100% good. It's probably going to come up and test this one coming out here eventually, right up in this area up here. You got your 200-day moving average on the daily. We're going to run into it here on this wave 5 probably. But I think Ondo has got a pretty big run coming. The daily RSI is heading straight up. The weekly, it just turned up. This looks really good, guys. The monthly, you don't really have a monthly, right? But on a weekly here, just for this thing to come back up to retracement levels, man, this is where you get in your leverage longs. This is where you do it, and this is where you make the big money. Right, Ondo 618,702 is up $1.58 to $1.70. What is that? Say you took a long right here on Ondo. Wow, it's a 92%. 92% on a 10x. You had 9 extra money. On a 20x, you put 18 extra money. If it goes up to retracement levels, up to this. I'll put a block up here, up to this block. You imagine putting $1,000 on that and turning that 1,000 into 18,000. That's the power of leverage trading. I'm telling you. This is where the big money. This is where you make the big money. Alt season about ready to start. This will all probably turn into a wave 1. Don't know how it'll turn out. Who knows? Might not even get up there, right? But overall, I would not doubt it for 1 second if this thing heads right up there, right? And if it breaks at that upper side, looking towards that 306 area. But right now, keep your eye on this lower level, gaining this back as support. That around $1.98. I'm going to keep that as support once we break through here for this fifth wave. Probably back tested as support, and then a wave 3 would probably be starting. So keep your eye on Ondo, looking very, very good. Have a great day, guys. Please hit that like and subscribe. Sign up for weeks and come join us in Discord. Hit that level 3 membership. It's only 15 measly dollars. Start trading with us. Start making some money. All right. Have a great day, everybody.